Rotating machines are powerful but extremely dangerous. One mistake can cause permanent injury. In this video, we'll review real accidents and show what training and safety procedures can prevent them. Stay safe and always follow workplace safety rules. In this scene, a worker approaches a large rolling machine without paying attention to his surroundings. As he gets closer, his foot becomes tangled in a loose rope on the ground. Within seconds, both the rope and the worker are pulled into the rotating equipment. This accident shows why housekeeping and safe distance are critical near rotating machines. Proper training teaches workers to keep walkways clear, avoid loose materials, and never stand close to moving rollers. In this scene, a worker reaches into a running machine. Within seconds, the moving parts pull him inside. This shows why machines must never be touched while operating. Same thing happens here. Lockout and proper shutdown procedures are essential to prevent these accidents. A worker tries to adjust a fabric roll while the machine is still running. Within seconds, the fast-moving rollers pulled the worker inside. This demonstrates why rolls must never be touched while rotating. Always wait for a complete stop before handling the material. A worker touches a running machine, but his loose clothing gets caught. In seconds, the rotating parts pull him inside. This is why fitted protective clothing is essential in all industrial environments. Here, a worker places his hand into a running machine. The rollers immediately grab his arm, pulling him dangerously close. This is another reminder. Always check the machine status and shut it down before reaching inside. As the previous one, a worker again reaches into a running machine. The rollers are moving at high speed, and just one touch could trap his hands. This is why every workplace teaches lockout-tagout procedures. Machines must be fully powered down and locked before maintenance or adjustments. This time, the material is different, but the mistake? It is always the same. Touching a rotation machine while it is running is the most common and injurious one. Please remember to check its status before touching it. In this scene, the worker reaches into the machine during its cycle, trying to grab something inside. But when the periodic motion restarts, he cannot pull away in time. This shows the danger of underestimating machine timing. Even a short pause can turn deadly. Training in safe distance and lockout procedures is critical to prevent such incidents. This scene is a special one. We can spot all three warnings here. Proper clothing, checking machine status and safety zone is needed, and he didn't care any about it. So first he's got so close to a running machine and his clothes got coughed. Pay attention to these warnings. If he could have paid attention, he could prevent it. A worker's loose sleeve gets caught in the rotating machine. Within moments, the powerful rollers drag him inside. This is why loose clothing is strictly forbidden around moving equipment. Proper safety gear and fitted clothing can mean the difference between safety and disaster. Paper and textile machines are among the most common sources of entanglement accidents because their rollers never stop moving once in operation. That is why these industries have strict rules. Never touch or adjust material while the rollers are active. Only when the machine is fully shut down is it safe to work. But most of the time, because of the material is paper, workers gets less damage. Even though this worker is wearing proper safety clothing, he still touches the running machine. Protective gear cannot stop the force of rotating rollers. Once contact is made, the machine pulls him inside. This shows a key safety rule. Personal protective equipment is not a substitute for safe behavior. Machines must always be shut down before any contact. In this scene, the worker reaches behind a running machine to grab something, but the rollers are still active, and within seconds they pull his arm inside. Approaching from the back of the machine is just as dangerous as from the front. The risk is the same. This is why safety training emphasizes. Never reach around moving machinery from any angle. For example, this guy did the same without proper clothing. Thanks God he was lucky. In this scene, a female worker touches the moving machine and is pulled inside almost instantly. The danger here is not only the rotating rollers, but also the type of material being processed. Long, flexible materials and ropes are more safer than metal materials. That's why you have to be careful if you are working with metals. This is why special guarding and extra distance rules are critical in industries handling these materials. That's it for today's video. I hope you learned something, and I wish you good fortune in the workplace. Stay safe and subscribe for more content like this.